Well, welcome everybody. I'm fixing this, but tonight we've got Dion Smoke coming, and I think he's figured out what day of the week it is, what day of the year it is. I think he's got the leap year all figured out. Today being February 38th. Is that right? February 38th, I think. Just because it's leap year this year, he got confused last 2 weeks ago, a week ago, whatever. You know, he's a flatty. You give him a little bit of slack on that. He's I think he's currently trying to get himself into the Zoom call, probably climbing into his bathtub, putting on his Armani suit. I don't know what he's doing. He's coming. He's gonna be here. So he says. So anyway, all right, let me get this see if I can get this fixed over here. That one there. I got that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the new song. I've been using that one, that version. It's kind of fun. Some, you know, punk ska stuff. So I mentioned it last time. Some people are like, that's not ska. You can't call it ska. Like, I don't know why you can't use that ska. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. That's the right one. There we go. How's that look? All right. Got it. It's working there. So, all right. So I just, so you know, I've had a little performance issues with the way some of the software I've written to deal with my live stream has worked. I reworked a bunch of it, so hopefully it's all good. If it's all we get some droppage of frames, then let me know, or some buffering, let me know. I'm watching to make sure I got the stuff up, so I know. Anyway, I don't know. What do you got to say about that, Cece? Hold on. I guess he's got nothing. Dang it. Why did that shouldn't have broke? That should not have broken. Dion, thoughts on Pi Day? Should it be abolished? Why is that OBS not connected? Okay. Hold on. I know why. We'll see if this does it.
Africa, you see Africa right down here? It's right down here. You see?
He doesn't know where Africa is. Oh, bless his little cotton socks. I've been working on some stuff, and as I've been working on it, testing stuff out on CC videos. So I've been watching a lot of CC, like the same CC over and over, testing some things out. Okay, I don't know where Dion is. He said okay. Here's what I've done. Every day for the last 4 days, I've messaged Dion telling him how many days it was until today. And then this morning, I'm like, it's going to be at 9 o'clock tonight. He's like, well, what time? And I'm like, been very particular, telling him how it's done. The poor guy, you know, it's tough. You got, you know, can you imagine being a flatty? Like, everything's a mystery. So, all right, let's see here. Okay, why not? Why did that not? Well, weird. Okay. No, I think he'll be here. I think he will. But it's not 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock Eastern, and he's in Eastern time zone. When I talk to flat earthers, if I can, I translate to their time zone, because I know that they're going to struggle with it. So, Jack Fat, are you sure he's still not working on standard time? You know, Flerfs. Yeah, he's in New York. I know his time zone. So he sent me a video this morning of a twee, as he said, a twee. Well, all right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna while we're waiting for him, I'm gonna do this. I don't know if you have seen it or not. If you haven't, you are definitely missing out on this from Conspiracy Music Studios.
Say the globe missed by a minute and change, but the sky don't move like your whiteboard range. Geometric this, geometric that, while the atmosphere laughs at your format. Rise overrun to the mountain peak, looks airtight if you don't look deep, but once that altitude starts to climb, that clean little math runs out at a time. Good evening, lads, and the debts you cry, then draw straight lines in a bending sky. When the laser curves in the salty sea, that's physics, dog, not conspiracy. Nice prezi, dog, but you can't compute. Nice prezi, dog, where's the proof? Half the art, dog, half the clue. Can't solve it live when we ask you to. Nice prezi, dog, looks real clean till the planes fly high and they break the screen. When the balloon goes up, so does the down. Nice prezi, dog, the globe checks out. You audit space with a prezi dog. Next week's stream when it gets too hard. Week 39 and it's still the same. Cope laugh first, then dodge the flame. Big spreadsheets, dog, zoomed in tight. Scroll real fast past the test we cite. You preach that math like it's sacred truth, but sweat on the keys when it's time to compute. Shame, Saint Plagiar in the chat. Laugh it off first, imagine that. Nice prezi, dog, but it falls apart. Nice prezi, dog, that's denialist art. How
Oh, that song. I just love that one. Icy Spin says, I told CMS to call his Prezi Intel Theo, but he said it was too mean. Oh my gosh. Oh, Conspiracy Music Studios. That is a work of art. Love that. And while playing that, I got a message from Dion. He says, I had to download Zoom on my new iPhone. Give me a sec. So there it is. All mint ready for sure. I got it right here. That's not it. That's not sadness that I didn't get a chance to test everything. So anyway, I'll get it one of these days. All right. Oh, that's okay. That'll work. Well, anyway, the Mo. That'll work there. I don't know. What are we doing? We're waiting for a flatty to figure out some tech. What's new? Tell you what's new. Nothing is new. What are the topics? The topics, well, he thinks the earth is flat. And it's not, so it's going to be funny. And Dion is, I really like talking to Dion. He is pretty funny. So, all right. Somebody said Steel City has had a quick buffer. It's looking good right now, but I'm watching to make sure. 6,000 kilobits per second. Hope Dion has consumer cellular. Oh my gosh. Drink some Toonshine if he shows so it's a fair debate. I'd need a lot to make it fair, to be honest. For any flatty. I posted on, I got the Toonshine right here. The gray duck. I posted on Facebook today the coordinates of the two ends of the line of the measurement that I did in Pensacola. On the beach, I got the coordinates of two spots. I went to the beach, and my daughter was a long distance away, and she had a reflective vest that Icy Spin was supposed to be wearing, but he was late, so she stood in his place, and for my position, I put a big X on the sand, and my daughter put a big X on the sand down where she was at, and I got the location where I was standing, and then I used a laser rangefinder to get the distance. Then we swapped spots, and I got her position. I went to the X she was standing on, and she went to the X I was on. I got the position there, and then I did a measurement using the laser rangefinder the other direction. So I posted those two coordinates on Facebook today and said, look, flatties, you want to say that you want to measure the surface. This is your chance. So anyway, they were unable to. But anyway, you know what, everybody? Welcome, Dion Smo. How you doing? No,
Can you hear me?
Not very well. Your audio isn't there.
You hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Oh.
Well, except it's something. There's like a gate. Like I only hear it when you talk loud. I don't know why.
How you doing, man? Hanging.
It's good, but I can't quite hear you.
You still can't hear me now.
Well, yeah, it's trying to only let the audio through when you're talking loudly. So are you?
Can you hear me now?
Well, yeah, sort of.
It must be something with the Zoom app or something.
Yeah, can you maybe move it? Can you maybe move closer?
Yeah.
Because then it won't be quite as much of a struggle for the audio to to pick it up.
We'll do this. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think that helped. All right.
Great.
I see
Me
you.
too, man. It's a pleasure, man. You have me on again, man.
Oh,
Feels like a century ago.
It's a whole year ago. But today being the February 38th or 39th of February, just this year, leap year, I'm glad we could figure out the schedule.
Right.
And I see you've grown out your hair.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a time for a change, man. So, a new look and all that. So,
Uh-huh.
I've seen you growing out yours as well, man. I like it. I dig it.
Yep, that's grown out right there. Yep. So what's new at the Sifu Smo Emporium and barbecue grill?
Well, here's the thing, man. My school, Smo's Micro Arts, man, has grown a ton since 2022, man. I have like over 100 students now, right? And it's just great, man. Kids
Over 100 students, huh?
Absolutely
amazing. Is your kid one of the students?
No, my daughter, she doesn't like practicing, martial arts. She's only 4, so I mean, at some point, I'm gonna have to get her to start training because, like, she has to defend herself against, crime in my city. Like, I live in a city where crime is heavily prevalent. So,
okay,
whether she likes it or not, she's gonna have to do it.
Are you in Westchester County?
Come again?
Are you in Westchester County?
No.
How far are you from Westchester County?
I'd probably say like 1,000 miles.
Okay. Because Westchester County, they're the mean streets of Westchester County. You gotta watch. Yeah.
But here's the thing. What I respect about you is that, MCToon, you are a fellow martial artist as well,
Yep. Yeah, but nothing compared. I'm not a Sifu.
80% of Globers, man, they don't know nothing about, martial arts.
Yeah. When you teach your classes, what kind of stuff do you teach in the classes?
Well, like I said before in the past, my stand-up is Wing Chun, and my ground game is wrestling. And, like I said, I like to put in a lot of Bruce Lee's philosophies from Jeet Kune Do,
Mm-hmm. So hold on. So like, if it's gonna be, if it's time, like you're gonna go into the class and you're like, tonight we're gonna do stand-up stuff. So you bust into the room and you're like, everybody Wing Chun tonight. Is that how it goes?
Well, what I do is, okay, so check it out. For Monday, right? We'll do Wing Chun, which is striking, stand-up.
Uh-huh.
Then Tuesday, we'll do like a wrestling, which is, the ground game and all that. And then Wednesday, what we'll do is we'll do Fallujah, which is like philosophy.
What? We'll do what?
Fallujah is basically like philosophy, where we talk about, philosophy, how to so for instance, like if you're on the suite and you want to de-escalate a fight without, because Bruce Lee, he said that you want to fight without, the art of fighting is without fighting. So that's where that Fallujah will come in.
So I'm still not understanding the word you're saying. The Fallujah?
Fallujah, it's like philosophy. It's a Chinese term.
Oh,
philosophy.
Okay. I forgot I needed to get a little bit of tab going.
Oh, oh shit. Oh, the tab. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I'm good. Okay. So
my wife drinks tab, by the way.
You have a wife now, or did you say?
Yeah,
did you say rife or wife?
I've had a wife for 3 years now.
Okay, and hold on, I've got a cat. Look at that. Do you know the name of this cat?
Globy
No, it's Wackoon.
or Waccoon?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Wackoon.
even better.
Yeah, Wackoon. All right, and
Who was that? You step in there.
that's my daughter. This
Oh,
this
hello.
one is Gwizel. There you go.
That's an interesting. You know, the cats are like they're a special like creature, man.
Yep. They're smarter than a lot of humans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all flat earthers, in fact.
That's why a lot of the Egyptians, man, they had cats in the pyramids, man. Like, you know,
In the
believe it or not, I used to hate cats, but when I owned a cat for a year, man, and I realized how special these creatures have, like powers, bro. Like,
they have powers.
oh, absolutely, yeah.
What kind of powers?
So here's the thing, right? If you ever like you have cats, if you observe their eyes, they have the same eyes of like a snake.
No, they don't.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they do. If you observe a cat, like the regular house cat, they have the eyes of a regular snake.
No, they don't.
Yeah, yeah, bring your cat up. They have the same eyelids.
The same eyelids. Oh, okay.
Listen, cats are not from this atmosphere, man.
Okay. Hold on. I definitely need a little bit of this. Sorry. Anyway, I got some questions. Icy Spin says, Dion, thoughts on Pi Day? Should it be abolished?
Thoughts on what?
Pi Day. That would be March 14th.
I mean, what does that even have to do? What is Pi Day?
That's the day that's 3.14.
I mean, that
know
that day has no relevance at all.
Do you know that pi equals 3.14?
What are you drinking in that bottle there?
Well, I put a little gray duck in with some other stuff.
Oh shit.
Yep, there we go.
I
figured I'd need it today. Because anyway, and then
mix that fire water in with that tab there.
And then Back to the Future mug. Okay, so you don't, it means nothing to you for Pi Day. Okay. There's your answer.
I mean, what's the relevance? What's the relevance?
It's March 14th. It's 3.14. Nugs Automation says a family that debunks flirts together stays together. Yeah, my family does. Yeah, my daughter helped me measure the distance between 2 points on the surface of the Earth. You know how flat earthers, since I just completely destroyed flat Earth by going to Antarctica and recording the 24-hour circling sun.
Well, I have a rebuttal on that, but continue.
Well, so a lot of flat earthers are like, oh, you can't figure out the shape of the ground by looking at things in the sky, which of course you can, but that's, because they've been saying it for 175 years. But, so they just threw away, about half of the things that they ever say about anything. So what I did is I measured the distance between 2 points on the surface. And so my daughter had helped me. That's what that comment was. Probing Time 666 is just to ensure you see these. No recommendation to buy there, just to show www.camerhouse.com.au/Nikon DF M1.site. SIGHT.
McToon.
Yes.
Not to backtrack or anything, but I want to say this. Going back to that cat, you can't seriously say, bro, like if you look at cats have the same eyes, bro, as like reptiles and like a snake.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Okay, after this stream, go and observe your cat's eyes and compare it to a snake.
Okay, well, let's have a look here. Let's see if I can.
There's a reason why Egyptians, man, held snakes and cats to a certain standard. Because these creatures, man, had certain powers, bro.
All right, so I'm looking at There you go. There's that. And
I used to hate cats.
I love cats, but I just can't eat a
Oh,
whole
I
one.
love cats too, but I mean, they grew on me. But when I realized who they were, that's
All right.
when.
All right. So cats and snakes do both have like vertical that go the same direction.
Yeah,
Sort of,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. They do. Yeah, yeah. You said they didn't though.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I was
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, hold on.
It's like you're wrong about the glow bird. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's go. Come on. It's supposed to be visiting. It's not visiting. I don't know why.
But I just want to let you know you have a
Okay.
special creature in your house.
All right. All right. I'll give you that. Is that weird for you?
Yeah.
Is that weird
Yeah.
for you being right once?
Yeah, it's not once. I'm always right. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, thanks for that probing time 666. I'll have a look later. Icy Spin says,
No
Dion,
problem.
Dion, how many leap years are in 2 centuries?
In 2 centuries, probably. Probably. I would say 3 or 4.
3 or 4 leap years in 2 centuries. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, Icy Spin. There's your answer, 3 or 4. Icy Spin again comes in with another one. He's saying, "Are you reading cue cards or do you have a teleprompter?"
No, everything is coming out of my amazing brain. Like after being awoken from the Matrix, man, like everything is just coming out.
Okay, hold on. I need more. The Matrix.
I don't to read a script. None of that. This is all like.
Just so you know, how often is there a leap year?
Well, I would say a leap year. Which is time. If you really think about it, time is like man-made.
Yeah, but how many
Time is man-made because here's the thing.
how often are leap years?
Well, if we're going by the man-made logic,
Yes.
leap years are like every 5 years.
Okay. Okay. Zoomy.
Not a real thing.
Zoomicide says,
Not
why
real.
don't robots have brothers? Because they all have transistors. Oh, and Jesse's mom may have it going on, but
Yeah, I'm gonna leave
Jesse's
that alone.
but Jesse's dad is pretty rad. What are you doing, kitty? What are you doing? Wackoon is down there. What are you looking at?
McToon, observe that your cat's eyes, raccoon. Right?
Yep. Here we go. I will observe.
Let's look at those reptilian eyes on my
Observing.
cat.
There you go.
Yep, the reptilian eyes.
There you go. Look at. There you go. Good.
I
kitty.
bet you didn't notice that until I brought that up to your attention. That's how much knowledge I have.
So much knowledge. So much. Anyway, yeah, Jesse's mom may have it going on, but Jesse's dad is pretty rad. Okay. Brenda Creates says, please ask Smo if he makes a Pecky run. Do you make a Pecky run?
I mean, what is that?
I don't know.
I'm a straight male. Like I'm happily married.
Yeah, and you're now how long was your wife, girlfriend pregnant with your kid?
9 months.
Now, I thought it was about 2 years before.
No way. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy talk.
I'm pretty sure when I've had you on before, we talked about that. Jack Fetter says, see if Dip Man will show us his Wing Chun. Will you show us some Wing Chun?
I mean, Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not tonight. I mean, I have videos on my channel you can check out, but
Come
I'm
on.
worn out tonight. I can't do it tonight right now.
People want. I mean, the people demand it.
I mean, I have uh videos on my channel.
Um, let's see. Patch Von Braun says, "Can you take off your hat?"
Take off my hat?
Yeah.
If you want me to take off my hat, you would have to send me a super chat.
Oh, well, there you go. Wesley also wants to see you take off your hat.
If you want to see me take off my hat, you have to send a super chat.
And then Icy Spin says, "Shut up, Wesley." All right. So no Wing Chun for Jack Fetter. Icy Spin says, Smo say, "Rural Rory rarely roars around rivers."
What's that?
Rural Rory rarely roars around rivers.
You know, I'm an MC, but here's the thing, like that's some like horrible lyrics.
Can you say that?
Roily rows around rivers.
It's something like that. PJ KJ4MS says, did he say he has a wee butt, or was it a wee buttle? Oh yeah, to the Antarctica thing. So I went to Antarctica. I recorded the sun going around 24 hours a day. Yeah. So, and that completely destroyed flat Earth.
Oh, did it? Did it? Did it? But did it really?
It did.
How? So here's the thing, and I want to see. Here's the thing, right? And I want to ask you a question. Like, you've been to Antarctica, I've been to Antarctica.
Oh, that's right. You said you were in Antarctica a year ago, and you stayed in a hotel. Was it a Hilton, right?
No, it was actually 2 years ago.
Okay.
But here's the thing, like, did it? You know, for the sake of argument, right?
Okay.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe there are certain parts you can't get to, right?
Turns out no. You can get pretty much everywhere if you want.
No, you can't.
You can, but okay.
No, you can't.
Keep going. What's your point?
My point is that whatever part of Antarctica you went to and where I went to is because they allowed us to.
Okay.
Antarctica is vast and abroad, right? The unobserved, undiscovered continents. If you cannot get there, you can't.
But the sun, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the sun going around 24 hours a day. It never set. I looked due south, and it was not. It wasn't north of me. So like,
what does the sun have to do?
This map here, right? And I got some writing on it. Sorry, it's leaking through.
But what does the sun have to do with getting to the?
I went down here, and then I looked that direction. I saw the sun when the sun was up here. So it couldn't have. It can't be. This has to be wrong.
But what does seeing the sun have to do with getting to the undiscovered continents behind the ice wall?
Yeah, there's nothing actually undiscovered.
Right. Sure.
Glad you agree. Tim Davis says, my teacher said pi are squared. I said, pi are round, cobbler are square.
I just don't understand that. What does me having to see the sun have to do with me getting behind the ice walls?
Oh, there's no ice wall. That's the other thing. There's no ice wall. Like we flew there and it was ocean, and then it was like kind of ice in the water, icebergs and stuff. And then it was the land, right? The shore, the land, the ice, but it wasn't a wall. It was just, just glaciers. So then the question is from Beaver Sniffin. Beaver Sniffin. Oh my gosh. Beaver sniffing.
Oh my god.
Beaver sniffing
That's
says,
nightfall.
can Dion please give us his explanation for the 24-hour sun? So how did I see the 24-hour sun? Beaver sniffing wants to know.
Well, here the thing about the 24-hour sun is that, you know, the sun is always, you know, it's rotating, and we live in a dome. It's always rotating, so of course it's going to be 24-hour, even though that's a man-made time zone, right? All time zones are man-made. Time, if you really think about it, time doesn't exist, but the 24-hour time zone is like it's going all over the dome.
Okay, that didn't explain anything.
You know what I mean?
Charles M.A. says, where can I get a fancy blouse like that? So where did you get that blouse?
A blouse?
Yeah, the blouse that you're wearing.
Oh, I don't know about blouse, but this is a shirt I'm wearing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about blouse, but it's a shirt.
You know, it looks like the button's on the wrong side.
I mean, I don't know.
The buttons are on
It's the camera angle. Like, it's, you know.
the buttons are on the wrong side.
And why do you care what I'm wearing? Here's the thing. Like,
It's just a nice blouse. I think people just
no,
want
not
to.
you, I'm just saying
I think everybody just wants to just say that you've got a very nice blouse on right now.
No, I have a shirt on. I am a man, sir.
Okay, well, let it a little more.
I like women, sir. To that gentleman, I mean, why do you care what I'm wearing?
Speaking of women, people are asking if they can meet Mrs. Smo. Is she in his house there?
No, my wife is actually on a business trip right now in Jamaica, so
Does she know you're wearing her blouse?
this isn't her. This is my shirt.
Oh, you have your own blouses. You don't just swap them back and forth with her.
I mean, my wife isn't from England. This isn't the 1800s, like, you know.
Oh,
Who
okay.
calls blouses like?
So she's in Jamaica on a business trip. Is that where the other school is? Is in Jamaica?
No, I don't have any schools in Jamaica right now.
No. The where your wife goes. She goes to the other school that's in Jamaica.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Speaking of, all right, Jamaica, the area around Jamaica definitely used to be very popular with pirates. So that would explain the blouse. That's a pirate blouse.
But here's the thing, right? You know, my wife, my wife practices my expression of martial art, and she's very, you know, because my wife, before we got married, she had like this feminist type of, like, if you want things, and she thought that self-defense didn't mean anything, and I had to tell her, like, yeah, you know, if I'm not there and you run across some dude, you're gonna have to learn how to put him in a triangle choke, or, you know. So yeah, self-defense matters. Like, women, guy, or whatever, you know.
So speaking of triangle choke, if that triangle choke has 3 sides, and each side of that triangle choke is 60 and 60 and 60, how many degrees are in that triangle choke?
If it's between, you said, okay, so 3 times 60, 120, that'd be 180. That would be a 180 degree.
Okay, good job. You got it right. And then what is so let's say that you were putting somebody into a triangle choke, and let's say it was 5 people, and you wanted to divide that 5 by 0, what would that be?
Divide that 5 by 0, that would be geez, McDoon, you're doing all this math.
Yep. 5 divided by 0 is
0.
nope. All right. And then the third one here, and one more question. In space, the pressure in intergalactic space is 10 to the negative 17 torr. Is that a positive or negative number?
Well, we all know space is fake,
But is 10 to the negative 17 a positive or negative number?
well, I mean, that's definitely negative.
All right.
Even though space is fake, and that's a force, like, you know.
So we've got a I don't know if he's a flat earther or not in the chat, but he's got a naughty name. He's wondering if you are the best I can do for guests. Apparently he doesn't think that you're a very good guest. He doesn't think you're a very good representation of flat Earth. And
Well, what I would say to that gentleman, or that, you know, I would say that he is a shill.
okay. Well, I would say to him, if I could say something to him, if he actually does think,
Because
that
I'm
the
gonna
Earth
tell you
is-
right now, if you're saying I'm not a good representation, you're a shill. Because I speak nothing but truth.
I think you probably have just as much evidence for flat Earth as every other flat earther has ever had put together. The same amount. Which is...
And that's how I know whoever
hold
that
on.
gentleman is, he's a shill.
Which is 0. Somebody's asking if the hair is attached to the hat. Is the hair attached to the hat?
I mean, what do you mean I have hair?
It looks like it's attached to the hat. That's all. It looks like if you were to take the
Yeah,
hat
we'll-
off, the hair would come with it. That's what
We'll go with
that's what
that.
they're saying.
I'm wearing a toupee right now.
Okay,
I'm wearing
okay.
a toupee.
All right. Jack Fetter says MCToon was wrong about the cats, hence the Earth is flat. Ooh, I did see my bandwidth drop to about 4,000 from the usual 6,000. Just jumping up and down, a little jittery here. But I did get notification from my from the local fiber provider that's bringing fiber into the area that it's maybe coming next month. We'll see. What is
McToon,
yes?
what you can you speak on that? What were you saying that your something went down?
Something went down. The bandwidth dropped from the usual 6,000 kilobits to about 4,000 for a brief second.
And why do you think that is?
Why do I think that is? It could be my internet provider. It could be something on my computer. And I'm concerned with it, that it might be something on my computer. Or it could be Google. A couple weeks ago, there was some issues with Google, but then the next time I streamed, there were no issues with Google, but I still was having some bandwidth potential issues. So we'll
okay.
see. Yeah.
It has nothing to do with 5G, right?
No, nothing to do with 5G. I don't use 5G
Oh, okay.
for my... I have 5G on my phone. And yeah, it's pretty strong on my phone.
Got it.
So you're a big fan of 5G, right?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Absolutely not.
What? But why not?
But so here's the thing, McToon. I know. Listen, I'm not an arbiter, and you're not an arbiter.
What?
Why are all our trees dying out of nowhere?
Wait. I'm not. You're not a what?
I'm not an arbiter.
Abattoir?
I'm not an arbiter.
An abattoir is where things go to die.
I'm not an arbiter.
I'm neither. Yeah, neither of us do that.
I know, but here's the thing. Why is it that
Do
all?
you mean arborist? You mean arborist?
But here's the thing. Why is it that all?
Oh my gosh, it's just a puzzle. It's always just a puzzle.
Why is it that? So
Okay.
hear me out. Why is it that when all this Wi-Fi, all this 5G, all our tweets are dying?
They're not.
I don't need to be an or whatever it is, an arbitrist or arbiter.
Arborist.
Like I said, however you want to pronounce it.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get more. The problem is I've had too much of the non.
Yeah, drink some more whatever you got there. Some tab and
It's Grey Duck. It's Grey Duck and hold on. Grey Duck and
I actually have to try that recipe. Some tab and Grey Duck.
It's yes. Yeah, it's Tab and Grey Duck. That's what
Oh yeah.
that's what it's Tab and Grey Duck. It's not.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
And I've been to space before. Yeah.
All right, I can't I don't want to spit it everywhere when I'm drinking it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were saying about the 5G, neither of us are work in an abattoir, and neither of us are arborists.
Right.
So what about the trees then?
So you seen that video I sent you, right, of the pine tree?
Yeah, I saw that. Hold on. I suppose I can.
Yeah, let's pull that up. I want you to explain this.
All right. Let me see if I can. I can't easily download it. Hold on. Oh, the cat's gonna puke up a fur ball. What? Hey, why is Donkey in here? Donkey, get out of here. Oh, great. The cat's hacking up a fur ball.
Yeah, she heard you talking about glow pet theories, and yeah, that's why that's happening.
Okay, let's see here. Network, media, reload. Yeah,
And if you want me to take off my hat, you guys can subscribe to my OnlyFans. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What is the where's your OnlyFans?
My OnlyFans is at Sifu Smo. Yeah, it's just Sifu Smo.
It's just Sifu Smo. All right, I got it. I'm downloading the video you sent. All right, and then all right. Are you tipping your sunglasses down so you can see things?
Yeah, because I want people to explain this.
All right, here we go. We've got.
It's just a coincidence. No, it's not a coincidence.
I think it's a coincidence, but
Well, I mean,
you need to establish a causal relationship.
Well, I mean that's
and isolate confounding variables. But
I don't have to be an arbitrist
But flat earthers don't do that kind of stuff, do they? So all right, here we go. Here is the all right.
Look at this pine tree here. Look at this pine tree. Now look at it compared to this one. Huh.
Yep.
Wonder what that could be.
What could it be?
Can the audience see that video or no?
Yeah, they can. They can see.
Oh, okay.
They can see the pine twee. All right. So what about it?
So you have to ask yourself, why does that tree look like that, but none of the other trees do?
Probably because it's dying, but it might be even better to ask an arborist.
But I've asked arborists that, and they say the
Really?
same thing you do. It's
Well,
dying.
what was the arborist's name?
I don't remember his name.
Okay. Did he work at an abattoir?
MCToon, let me ask you this: I mean, you're obviously older than I am, right?
No, I'm 13. So how old are you?
Have you ever seen a tree look like that?
Yes. Yeah, when they die. That happens. It's a
In
normal
your
thing.
lifetime, you've seen a tree look like that?
Yeah, it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing.
Sure. I'm
Uh,
younger than you, and I've never seen any tree
Wait,
that look like that.
what are you,
before.
like 11?
I'm 44.
Oh, well, I'm 13, so you're older than me. What are you doing here? I don't know. Maybe the math is a little difficult. Okay, so
Well, I mean, math is a hard subject for a lot of people.
I know.
Not me. I mean, you know.
No, not you. All right, so I don't know how would that tree have been affected by the 5G, not the one next to it?
I mean, I would say that. Well, with that, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that because, like, you know, that tree could be next.
Yeah, it could be, or it might not be for another 10 years. So how this is of course the way that you figure things out, right? How do you figure out for sure that that tree was affected by something and the other tree was not affected by the same thing? They're both next to each other. They're both being essentially receiving the same amount of whatever it is in the environment that since they're next to each other. So if one of them is affected and the other is not, then maybe it's not environmental. Maybe it's just the tree.
Let me ask. I'll answer that because here's the thing. So when a tree dies, right? The bark doesn't come off. Like the bark doesn't come off. Like
Sure it does.
no, it doesn't.
It does.
Just the leaves are like the pine needles come off. The bark doesn't come off like how you see this tree.
Is that you know that because you're an arborist?
No, I'm not. I'm not an arbor. I'm an observer. Like I can.
Okay, so you don't got it. You don't know. Okay, continue with your not knowing.
So let me ask you this: what is your synopsis on it? Why do you think that's happening?
I
Besides-
don't know. My answer is I don't know, and but we can have a high level of confidence that it's not 5G because the neighboring tree was not affected by it, and they're both equidistant from 5G towers of any sort. In fact, there's trees to the left and right of it, so in all directions you've got trees closer to the whatever infrastructure might be around that are not affected. So there you go.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Got it. Okay. Mr. E-Man says, did Dion's wife go of her own accord or Jamaica?
I mean, my wife is on a business trip in Jamaica right now.
What business is she doing in Jamaica?
My wife is a flight attendant.
Oh, sure.
She is though.
And being a flight attendant and having a kid, then you're in charge of the kid right now?
Yeah.
Where's the kid?
She's sleeping. It's like 10:30 right now. She's got school in the morning.
She's 4. What school does she go to?
I'm not saying what school she's going to. I have a lot of enemies on.
No, I don't want to know the exact name of the school, of course.
Elementary school.
At 4. What? Typically 4-year-olds aren't attending elementary school.
Well, because like my daughter, her IQ is ahead of most. You know,
Oh, is it 160? I know of some.
like my daughter is very smart. So like,
Hmm. All right. Oh, there we got a droppage. It dropped to 1,000 kilobit and then jumped up to 10,000. It's at 3,000 now. And coming back.
you know what went up in the stock market is gold. Gold went up recently. Are you in the stock market exchange or no?
Yeah, I own the exchange, the whole thing, all of it. Just
Oh yeah, the one in the glow.
Just own it all. Yeah, that's how I roll, of course. Tim Davidson says, "Dang you all the heck, that was funny." Not sure what that was, but thank you, Tim Davidson. Jim Daniels, brother of Jack Daniels, says you can determine the shape of the Earth by looking at it from the sky/space. Thanks, Apollo 8 and the Soviet Zond 6. Did you know that?
I agree with that, and that proves that we live in a dome.
How?
I mean, you can clearly, like, if you observe the sky, like, I mean, you can clearly see we live in a dome and a flat foundation.
But from Apollo 8, when they were orbiting the moon, they got a picture of the moon and picture of the Earth from the the moon distance away.
Oh well, no, I don't agree with that.
But you just said you did.
I mean, I misunderstood that question.
Oh,
Earth.
You misunderstood. That happens.
Yeah, I mean, we've never been to space. The moon is a hologram.
You know, they're a hologram. Well, how is it a hologram? Who put it there? How did you know it's a hologram? That's a really good question, Dion. How would you know that it's a hologram?
Here's the thing, McDoon. If you look at the moon, does the moon really look like it's as far away as it is?
Yeah, it does.
Or right. Listen, I can see a airplane that's 44,000 miles away. It looks like a fountain, or I mean a toothpick, right?
You can see an airplane 44,000 miles away?
Yeah, and it looks like a toothpick, but I see the moon that is 239,000 miles away.
Hold on. How do you see an airplane 44,000 miles away? Oh my gosh.
And it looks like a toothpick, right?
No, you've never seen an airplane 44,000 miles away.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yet the moon is like hundreds of thousands of miles away. It's like a giant light in the sky. Come on.
Okay, so back to how did you see an airplane 44,000 miles away?
You see them every day.
No, I've never seen an airplane 44,000 miles away.
The next time you see your airplane doing its chemtrails, it's like 30 to 40,000 miles away. And it looks like a toothpick. But like I see the moon, and the moon is here, and it's like shining all its light.
All right, hold on. I'm messing with something, and so I know it's going to be affecting things. In just a second.
See, I don't need to use. I can just use pure logic. I don't need to use science.
What? Hold on. When will you be using logic?
I mean, I've been doing it this whole time.
Oh, bless. All right. Done with that. Okay. Real Arnold says this guy's accent makes less sense than Andrew Tate's. Did you get your accent? Are you borrowing it from Andrew Tate? Because he's gonna want it back.
Well, I mean, Andrew Tate, he's a red pill. He's a red pill guy, right?
No.
because he's true red pill is truth.
True red pill is poop.
Truth.
I heard
Truth.
poop again.
TRUTH, right?
Wow.
Andrew
on.
Tate hates women, right?
Good job spelling more than 4 letters.
Andrew Tate, he hates women. So like I take everything.
I think it's more women hate him.
It's both.
I think that's really where it's at.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
He hates women, women hate them.
Yeah, it's a mutual thing.
But he's not a true red pill, and that's the problem I have with him.
All right. I figured out the cause of the droppage. So there was frames dropping, and it's because YouTube's webpage sucks. It chews up memory. I can't make it stop.
Quick question: why do you have the Bay Area as your green screen?
I needed to pick something for you to see, and that's what I chose for you to see. Would you like to see something else as my my background?
No, I mean I was just curious. That's
Okay.
what.
Yeah, so the people at home, they see a different background. Like right now they see the twee, as you said, the twee video. So, all right. No, it was I launched Photoshop, and then Photoshop is done, but that set off, I think it triggered the YouTube studio screen to do that.
Oh yeah.
Tim Davis says, for every robot that turns evil with murderous intent, there's an engineer who installed red LEDs in the eyes. You said that the other day, Tim Davidson. You gotta like keep track of who you said that to, Tim.
Yeah.
Wait, where'd you go?
One second.
There's 2 of me. That's 3 more than people need to see. Yeah, there's the background, and there's a delay. Are you on your phone?
What's that?
Are you on your phone?
Yeah. I'm on. My laptop is charging right now.
Your laptop is what?
Charging.
Sure it is. All right. Shedsy49 says the only thing Flerf's fear is sphere itself. Are you scared of the sphere?
Absolutely not, because here's the thing. I know we live in a dome, like, I know we live in a dome, and that's,
That's it? But a dome is half a sphere. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, and that's what I try and tell people is that the Earth isn't really totally flat, and it's not really totally round. Like it's a dome. That's what it is.
But the surface isn't a dome. What's the surface like?
What do you mean by the surface? It's a dome. It's like a snow globe.
Nope, but the surface isn't a snow globe.
Yeah, it is.
All right, hold on.
See, and that's what a lot of flat earthers, like that one clown that commented in your chat. He's like, "Oh, he gives him a flat earth a bad name." It's like because he thinks the Earth is like a flying disc. That we live in a dome.
Who thinks the Earth is a flying disc? I don't know many flat earthers that think that actually.
Well, yeah, that clown that was in that said I give flat earth.
You think he thinks that? Okay.
He's a shill.
He thinks it's a disc flying through space.
Exactly,
Right.
and that's what we live in. We live in a dome.
So, all right. Now, I think we got to go back to this. with your wife in Jamaica and doing the pirate thing, is she going to be upset when she finds out that her blouse is with you instead of in her bag?
Well, I mean, I'm not in England in the 1700s. Like we don't wear blouses.
And how is your phone connecting to the internet? 5G?
Here, 2G. I don't use 5G.
How do you control whether or not your phone uses 5G?
Because I have this thing. It's called. I have a thing I put on my cell phone in my laptop that blocks from the 5G radiation from, you know, from entering.
How did you do that?
I can't say that. We have to talk about that offline.
Oh, okay. Super
Yeah,
secret. Andy Five says, Dion, you look like a dork wearing hat and sunglasses inside.
I mean, I guess I'm a dork spewing truth, you know?
Well, half of that is true. Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing? You believe in it? You believe we live in a giant ball of spinning water at 1,000,000 miles an hour? Like, what does that say about you?
We do, yeah. That is correct. That what that says about me is that says that I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So 2 electric windmills are standing in a field, and one asks the other, "What kind of music do you like?" The other says, "Big metal fan."
Yeah. That makes so much sense.
Thank you, Stringfellow Hawk. PJCNet says he's using a WAP phone. Amazing he's managed to install Zoom and 2G is fast enough to stream live. Also, it's amazing when 2G is being turned off. It hasn't already in many places.
That's not true.
No, it's not.
Like I said, I have, and I can't say much here, but I know how to, use certain technologies.
Yeah. That you know what? I was thinking I should create an app that protects gullible people from the 5G.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be
that's
amazing.
a good idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah. But there's the thing: people wouldn't buy it because they would, be afraid of it.
Yeah, but the app would protect them from it.
Right. Yeah.
What if I called it the Sifu Smo 5G Protectinator?
They still wouldn't buy it because I have so much haters, right?
Oh, yes, all the Smo haters. Steel City. What would Dion say if he went trick-or-treating? So
I mean, Halloween's a pagan, satanic holiday, But
you get all right. So here's what's little Dion is like right now, not like in the past, but right now, little Dion Smo, you get your pillowcase and you go out, you put on your costume. What costume you gonna put on? Of course, it's gonna be your ninja costume. So you put on your ninja costume and you're out there and you're like, it's Halloween and you're going up to somebody's door. You ring the doorbell, you hold out your pillowcase and you say,
"Oh, what I would do is that I would say we live in a dome."
But they wouldn't give you candy if you said that. So if you're like, "Hey, I'm really hoping to get some Reese's peanut butter cups," what would you say when you get to the door?
They would, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I would be wearing a reptilian costume.
No, we already determined you'd be wearing your ninja outfit.
No, I would be wearing a reptilian costume, and then they would give me, whatever they have in the candy based off that alone.
All what kind of candy would you get?
Something with a special ingredient?
What about a Milky Way bar? What do you think of that?
I never liked it. You notice they don't sell that candy bar anymore.
They still do, but I never liked it either. It's
Yeah,
basically Snickers minus the good stuff.
see, yeah, that's another thing we agree on, right?
Yep.
That's a terrible candy bar.
Yeah, you know what? What's the worst candy bar though? The worst thing that you can get at Halloween. What's the worst thing?
Man, I would go with fuck, or I mean, I would go with probably no, not Snickers, but can't choose Milky Way, but probably a Tab bar,
A what?
a Tab bar.
That's it. What's a tab bar?
Oh no, a Mr. Good bar.
I like Mr. Goodbar. What are you talking about? That's chocolate and peanuts and nougat, right?
I don't like it. Just me personally,
All right.
right?
Tootsie Rolls, of course, are basically garbage. But I think the worst that you could give out is an almond joy to a kid. Because what kid wants almond joy?
Yeah, I can agree on that. That's terrible.
That's gross.
Yeah, yeah, we that's another thing we agree on, right?
And did
That is pretty diabolical.
did
the
did
almond
uh
joy.
did Old Milwaukee pay you to drink Coors?
Well, the thing is, what I mean, the chorus is like, because I had a company to pay me to watch Cobra Kai, and if you watch the Cobra Kai season 1, William Zabka, he was drinking Coors on there, so they gave me a sponsorship. I should be admitted on this
Okay.
live, but
All right. In Snow White, you know the movie Snow White, the story of Snow White, the Wicked Witch. She looks at this thing on the wall. What does she say to that thing on the wall?
man, I haven't seen that movie in
Yeah, but what does she say to it?
I can't think of it. I
It's
haven't
that thing. It's that thing that you get your reflection in. If you look at the thing hanging up on the wall, you're like, oh, I wonder what I look like. I wonder if I have any hair today. You look in the thing on
in the mirror.
the thing on the wall. The what?
The mirror.
Yeah. And so what did the Wicked Witch say as she looked into the mirror?
Oh, something like mirror, mirror, mirror in the wall, and
There you
damn,
go.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Isn't it your favorite?
No, my daughter hasn't even seen that movie.
Okay. Stringfellow
My
Hawk.
daughter's always watching Frozen and all that. I mean, that movie was made in the 1920s.
Snow White was?
Yeah, I mean,
I suppose. Steve,
I was watching Tom and Jerry at my age.
when you were your age, you were watching Tom and Jerry?
Absolutely, I wasn't watching Snow White
When you were your age. Okay.
when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was watching Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes. I wasn't watching Snow White and
Okay. Steve 6464 says seems time stopped for Smo back in the 4th grade. Okay, so
what grade did he graduate?
what grade did he graduate? Good question to Steve 6464. What grade did you graduate? So what is, I mean, we're kind of not gotten to the core of the topic here. What is your best evidence that the earth is flat?
So my thing is that, here's the thing. It's obvious we don't live on a sphere, a giant ball of spinning water at millions of miles an hour, thousands of miles an hour, whatever, right? Like I said, I've said this before, man. Like, you know, prior to the 1500s, we have maps and all this that prove that we live. You know, and why is it that before they taught of us living on a flat Earth, aka a dome Earth, and then after the 1800s, you know, the Caucasian civilization comes in. It says, "Oh, we live on this dome," or I mean, not this dome, but this globe. That's how they created the globe. You know,
No, I don't know.
yeah, but because that's what happened.
So, all right. So back to what is your best evidence for flat Earth?
My best evidence is that I know because I've personally seen. Like I spent 30 days, right? I've spent 30 days in Japan with the monks, the Shaolin monks, and they showed me maps, man, that prove that we live in a dome.
Do you have any of these maps?
I don't I don't have them, but I can get them.
You know, I seem to remember asking you a couple years ago if you could get me the maps, and you said you were going to get them to me. I've been waiting a long time to get them maps.
Yeah, I mean, I can send you to them, and just absolutely.
Can you do it now?
I mean, I
Like,
can't.
like
I
is
can't.
is your laptop battery charged up enough that you can maybe fire it up and then, just hook me up with some of them maps?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, well, it looked like you were talking to somebody in the background there. Who are you talking to there?
But here's the thing, like, and what I would say, is, what I would say to that is that we clearly don't live on a giant ball of spinning water.
But I asked, what's your best evidence for flat Earth?
My best evidence is that I've seen maps.
But
I've seen maps that.
but if only those maps were something you could just show us. That'd be so cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can, but I mean, here's the thing. Even if I showed you the map, you say, "What? That's AI, or that's not real," You know what it is. That's just
I don't think so. I think I'd probably just go find the originals somewhere.
Oh, you would do Google and Google like, oh, it's not real.
Oh, well, we could maybe travel together to find the originals wherever they're archived in a museum or in Japan where you found them. What about that? What if you and we went to Japan and we went to the place where they have these maps and we were like, hey,
well, here's the thing.
Hey, Shaolin monks in Japan, let's see these maps.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I remember spending 30 days with the Shaolin monks, man, and
in Japan, because Beaver Sniffin says Shaolin's Chinese. He can't keep this nonsense straight. Beaver Sniffin doesn't think that you saw Shaolin monks in Japan.
Oh, they're Shaolin monks in Japan and China.
I don't think they're in Japan. I'm pretty sure it's quite rare for a Shaolin monk to be in Japan.
Yes, they are.
Can you read the YouTube chat? Do you see the YouTube chat?
Can you? No, I can't. I can't see the chat. But has he been to Okinawa? I've been to Okinawa.
I saw the movie Karate Kid 2 where he went to Okinawa.
Yeah, but that's
probably 100% of what you know about Okinawa is from watching Karate Kid 2.
I've been to Okinawa. Like I've been,
You've been there?
Absolutely. What I just said, man. I spent 30 days in Okinawa.
And what did you do there? Like, what did you learn?
I learned a lot about so much philosophy and just like. Because here's another thing.
It's empty. It's empty, Dion. I've emptied it already. Oh my
gosh. You've emptied what?
This. Okay.
Yeah. You got to get some more tab in there, man.
I don't think I should have any more of that type of tab.
But yeah, man, like people can believe what they want to believe, man. But like I know what I know, and you know,
Okay, so far we've got maps that we can't see. That's your
but you
best. All right, so what's your second best evidence that the Earth is flat?
here's the thing. I've talked to pilots, I've talked to pilots, man, who and they've told me, we live in a dome.
What are their
Talk to
names?
pilots.
What are their names?
I mean, I can't give that info out on here.
Oh, okay. So there's maps that we can't see, pilots that you can't name. What's your third best evidence that the Earth is flat?
My third best evidence is that, just basic knowledge.
Is what?
Knowledge.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Let me ask you this, right? Can you you have the globe, right? You have a globe. We all have globes, whatever.
Yeah, I've got one. Oh, right here.
Yeah. Now there's two continents on there, right? There's two continents on there.
Seven is the number you're looking for.
There's two continents on there. One is Australia, and then the other is Africa, right?
No, no, there's seven. North America.
I'm not saying total.
South America, Africa, Europe, Asia. We've got Australia here, and then Antarctica.
I'm not saying total. I'm saying.
And you notice what's on the bottom? See that?
Yeah, and what is that?
You see what it doesn't say on the bottom? It doesn't say for decoration only. Anyway, okay. This is an educational globe. So, okay. What were you saying? You're saying you've got Australia?
Oh, look at that.
You've got
Yo, look at that globe there. If you see on the back of there, bro, they have this whole side of an ocean completely unexplored, right?
Well, yeah, Gilligan's Island is right here.
That's not real. Because on a real map, there's hundreds more continents on there.
Hundreds more continents.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, this is your third best evidence that the Earth is flat?
No, I'm saying that that's false.
Okay, but what is your third best evidence that the Earth is flat?
I just told you that I know from the maps, man,
but the maps is number one. Remember, number one was maps that we can't see. Number two, what was number two? Pilots that you can't name. Number three, what's number three? Third best evidence that the Earth is flat. Basic knowledge.
I could just tell based off eyesight. I know that something's not adding up. I can use logic.
So
my third eye is open, all that.
Oh, your third eye is open. Did you have Indian food today? Because whenever I have Indian food, my third eye opens. You know what I mean? Like it's an hour. It's been an hour, and I'm like, third eye open, guaranteed every time. It's like clockwork.
Here's Indians. What does Indian food have to do with that? I'm not Indian, right?
But it opens my third eye. Is all I'm saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, your third eye is but all of us, our third eye is from here.
Wait. So when you have Indian food, it comes out here. That's got to be messy. It's gonna drip down and be just splattery everywhere. I feel bad for you.
So here's the thing, what can you prove as being a glober that you think we live in a giant ball of spinning water?
I don't frame it that way. I don't frame it that way. Yeah, the measurements are a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, science and all that is tampered and can be, you know.
Oh, well, yeah, of course you can validate whether it's been tampered with
Have you
by
ever
examining
been
it.
to space?
Nope. Have you ever been to where you can see the entire flat Earth?
So here's the thing: how do you know we live on a giant ball spinning water?
Because I tested. I went to Antarctica.
No, not Antarctica. Have you been to space?
No, but I've been to Antarctica. I saw the 24-hour circling sun. I've measured the radius of the Earth multiple times myself. I've seen the sunset full width myself multiple times. I've attempted to see across large bodies of water, and I haven't been able to, even though they've been claimed to be flat.
Yeah. So I haven't been to space.
And,
You haven't been to space.
And let's see, what
Because
else
it
have I
doesn't
done?
exist.
I've done a lot. But there's something preventing me from thinking deeply about it at the moment.
So okay, here's a question.
Okay.
I've been to Antarctica and I know like the 24-hour
That's
doesn't
right.
exist.
That's right.
But MCToon, check this out, right?
Okay. Checking it out.
Stayed up. No. You stayed up for 24 hours, right?
Yes.
You stayed up for 1 day straight.
Yes. 1 day straight.
You're saying you stayed up for 24 hours straight and the sun didn't go down.
That's right.
I highly doubt that.
That is what happened.
I doubt that.
And I live streamed at local solar midnight. So when the sun was due south, I was watching the sun at that moment. And so was everybody else on my live stream. It's pretty cool to do it, to live stream from Antarctica using satellites and to see the sun due south of me. And then I measured the radius of the Earth when the sun was due south by doing a reverse Eratosthenes measurement. It was really cool.
Yeah. Sure.
Glad you agree.
Yeah.
Let's see. Zoidberg says, "Are you trying to tell me that we are on a ball hurtling through space, a gazillion miles an hour, water sticking upside down buildings, something?" That's what Zoidberg is asking.
Yeah, that guy's got some sense.
Icy Spin says, quote, asking you to say this: "I, Dion Smo, am a real flat earther, unquote, don't smile." Go ahead, say that.
Well, I mean, what is he supposed to say?
You are supposed to say, "I, Dion Smo, am a real flat earther," without smiling.
I mean, I'm not a flat earther. I'm a dome earther.
That's it. You can't even say that.
I'm a dome earther.
Got it. Okay. Icy Spin wants you to tell a story about your cool Jamaican wife, man.
For one, my wife isn't Jamaican. She's Irish, and then the other is that she's in Jamaica as a flight attendant and be coming back soon. But
He's Irish.
like I said, that has nothing to do with
Oh my gosh.
See, this is how brain dead that a lot you Globers are, man. Like
Oh my gosh. Oh. Like, I can't. Okay. A real hard says marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage, that blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream. Can you quote that from Princess Bride?
I don't watch. No, absolutely not. I don't watch that.
Okay. Icy Spin has a compliment for you, saying that your hair is still not as bad as Arwen's hair by a long shot.
Why do you care about man's hair.
I think Icy Spin is appreciating your hair and really mentioning your
No, no,
glorious locks.
I appreciate that, but here's the thing: why do you care about another man's hair? I only care about my wife's hair. I don't care about another man's hair.
You know, Icy Spin may have a thing for your hair. He may.
Well, listen, why do you care about how another man's hair looks? You know,
You know, sometimes the blouse, the hair, it's a complete package. The sunglasses.
you have an interesting audience, McToon. You know,
Well, you know, they can be, you know, Icy Spin if he wants to be if he wants to be taken in
one of the
by your
that-
sunglasses, by the
No,
pirate by the pirate blouse, and by the glorious locks.
a seventh dwarf. You know, I could be Peter Pan, and you know, yeah.
Logic and Reasoning says Shui smells, Shui sells on the Shui shore.
Yeah, we also live in a giant basketball of spinning water, you know. Yeah. In a perfect world, you know.
All right. Shedsy says he's frozen, but he's not frozen. Do you feel frozen?
Nah, I mean my daughter likes the movie Frozen, but many are cold, but few are frozen.
How old's your daughter again?
New York, it is pretty frozen out here, but
How old's your daughter again?
she's 4 years old.
Okay. And have you told people? Have you picked a name yet?
Her name is Ashley.
Okay. Jack Fetter says Arbor Day, Avatar, Abatur, Orbiter. I don't know, something about abattoir and Arbor Day. Real Arnold says Der is unwest and deforest. Der is trouble with de tweeze.
Hey, you know, and that's another thing, you know, with the moon, right?
Okay.
Or
The moon. Yep.
so I don't know where you're at, but why is it that whenever you look at the moon, why does it come out at in pure daylight? Like I McToon, I've seen the moon come out at like 3 o'clock in the day.
Yes.
Why is that?
Yes.
Can I get a scientific explanation on that?
Yep. I'll be glad to do that. So here is the real shape of the Earth, right here.
Yeah.
And the moon farther away than I can show you because it'd be off screen, but the moon moves around the Earth. It orbits around it, right?
Oh.
Throughout about 28 days that it takes around it. But the sun, sorry, not the sun, the Earth rotates once every 24 hours. So they move at a different pace.
Yeah.
So at some time, so if the sun is that direction, the moon can be here. And half of 28 is what?
14.
That's right. 14 days later, the moon is over here on the backside of it. Right. And so that would be you'd only see it at nighttime. That'd be when the moon is basically a full moon. And then, you know, half of 14 is what?
Half 14 is 7.0.
That's right. So then, you know, 7 days later, the moon is out this direction. And so you see a half moon, which is what people see when you're doing plumbing. Right?
Half moon.
Yep. And then you'd see a new moon when the moon is off this direction 7 days later. What's half of 7?
Did you say a half moon?
What's half of 7?
Half of 7 is 3.5.0, man.
Good job. 3.5.0. Yep. Anyway, so that's how it works. The globe predicts that. Flat Earth predicts that we should always see the moon, always, no matter what. And depending on where you are, you should see a different phase of the moon. There you go. Isn't that something? Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Good. Jim Daniels, brother to Jack, says that tree has a lightning exit scar. Oh, did that tree get hit by lightning?
No, because I thought that same thing. It didn't because that tree has been looking like that for 4 months. So
For 4 months.
absolutely.
So
But
here we have at the bottom. It may look like at the bottom it's got a little bit of an exit scar. We look at the top here.
But
You didn't show us much of the top, did you?
But here's the thing: even if that did get hit by lightning, would that explain all the the pine needles off of it?
It would, yeah, it totally would.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, if it got hit by lightning, the lightning that could kill it.
Yeah.
But lightning is not caused by 5G.
Yeah. Because if it got hit by lightning, I would just assume the whole tree would get down. But that's another story. But
Well, the whole tree did die. It did. The whole thing did die, right? Or at least there's a little bit left. A little bit of it is left. Hey, Dick Wayne is still here. Do you know Dick Wayne?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that nobody does. That's the most famous thing he's ever done is be a person who's wrong on the internet. That's the peak of his life.
And that's another thing too, man. I don't trust any flat earther, man, that thinks we live on a flat disc.
Dick Wayne thinks that Earth is a disc flying through space like a frisbee. That's what Dick Wayne thinks. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Can you believe that Dick Wayne actually thinks that the Earth, the flat Earth, is a disc flying through space? Kind of like, and then like a frisbee, but upside down, like it's got the ring around the outside. That's what he literally thinks it is.
He's a shill. That's a shill.
He probably is. Dick Wayne is
They're
probably paid to make flat earthers look bad. That's how bad he makes them look.
Shame on Dick Wayne.
Yeah. Shame on him. I can't believe he does that. Icy Spins, does Smo take a shot with Toon for four year in a row or whatever? This is probably 4 years in a row. This is probably 5 years in a row. You got a shot of something that you can take? Can you go get something that's a shot?
Yeah, we'll take a shot and
run get something that's shot worthy. Not Coors. Coors won't cut it.
1 second.
All right, 1 second. Ask whoever's in the apartment there with you to. I'm sorry, you see two of me. That's three more than you.
My daughter's sleeping.
Yeah, your daughter's sleeping. You can't ask your non-existent daughter to run get any.
But here's the thing, MCToon. I know you're a Glober and all that, but I love these shows.
It's always good talking to you. And I can tell you, I've had too much Grey Duck already. I am doing an after show. I called it the After Smo.
And all right, we'll take a shot.
Okay, what are you gonna have a shot of?
It's called 31.
What?
Recipe 31.
That's a 21.
Or 21.
Are you just gonna bottoms up that thing?
Yeah, why not?
All right, I'll do the same. All right, ready? There,
all right, cheers.
There, cheers. Oh. All right. Woo. Shedsy says at least it's Grey Duck, proper Minnesotan. Smurfly. I got that down at the local liquor store has the Grey Duck, of course.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Yeah, but that's great,
You said, here's the thing, and then you said, that's great, What's the thing?
the thing is, man, is that we live in a simulation, bro, and like we have.
How did we get this? We were. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
We live in a simulation, and we have to get everybody in the truth, like, and that's what I am trying to do. Like, I don't just teach martial arts. I teach truth, philosophy, like philosophy, all that. That's why when my students come in, they say, Sifu, why do you keep us after class to just talk about this stuff, philosophy? It's kind of boring. I'm like, well, because you have to be ready for anything in life.
Yeah, you got to be wetty.
Like,
Riley Lifeson, Utah says he looks like he combs his hair with a pork chop. Oh my God.
see, and I that's kind of funny, man, because like, I'm not Muslim. I don't believe in eating pork, so.
Oh my gosh.
How to say you're racist without being racist?
So D1 Stewart says he wants you to talk about Aristotle because he's a philosopher.
But here, Aristotle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that he's a false. He like Copernicus, right? They created this telescope to look at these false.
Aristotle made a telescope?
No, Copernicus.
Copernicus made a telescope.
Planets
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
I mean, they were part of those Roman.
Who? Neither of them were Roman.
Those Roman.
Neither were Roman.
It's all BS, man. Like,
oh my gosh. Oh my God. No, Aristotle was Greek, and Copernicus was, what the hell, was he Italian? I don't even know. He was not Roman. I suppose you could, in a stretch, you could say Italian is like Roman, but centuries later, right?
Either way, the telescope is all BS.
But neither of them looked through a telescope. Because Galileo was the first to do a telescope, right?
Yeah, him as well. But
yeah, but who in order? Who was it?
Wait.
Copernicus.
Whoa.
Who was first, Copernicus or Galileo?
It was actually Galileo.
Yeah.
But no, you just said something. You just said that it was BS. So you just admitted that the telescope is BS.
No.
No.
Galileo was the first to use a telescope, and Galileo came after Copernicus.
Either one, it doesn't matter. It's all BS, though.
No, I don't know that. I think it's pretty much correct.
No, because you just admitted it.
Jack Fetter, referring to your daughter, who's how old?
My daughter is 4 years old.
Okay. Referring to your daughter says 5 is the standard age for kindergarten. So yeah, typically almost all school districts in the United States require the child to be 5 on or around the first day of kindergarten. So
but that's what I was trying to explain is that I had to sign a waiver, man, because like my daughter's comprehension is her IQ is just so far ahead of like
what is her IQ?
Most 5 to 6 year olds.
Do you know? Did you like get it checked? What is her actual IQ?
Oh man, my daughter is very smart. Like, probably 160.
Probably 160. That tracks. Brenda says
why she was able to store it, you know.
Brenda says, that's a nice blouse. Can I borrow it? There's so many layers to that. I love it, Brenda. Brenda
Yeah.
wants to borrow your blouse.
Yeah, you would attract a lot of girls in this, you know. Sorry, man, I don't roll that way, dog.
Brenda, that was good. Zoidberg says, bro, you aren't very good at satire. Quit the act.
What did he say?
I think he said never break character.
I'm just telling the truth. What does character have to do with telling the truth? I'm telling the truth. What does truth have to do with character?
Everything.
Brain dead.
Icy Spin says, this is a good question for you. Who is the better yoga teacher, Eric Dubay or Dearth?
I think Eric Dubay, I think he's a shill.
But who is the better yoga teacher? That's the question.
I would say Eric Dubay.
Okay, and why is Eric Dubay the better yoga teacher than Dearth?
I don't know, man, because, like, he weighs, like, 200 pounds, you know?
Who does?
Eric Dubay.
I don't think he weighs that much. I think Dubay's a twig.
I don't know. I've heard some things about Eric Dubay. I think he's a shill.
Okay, what about Dearth?
Dearth, I don't know.
Is he a shill? What happened to your camera?
The camera?
Yeah, your camera turned off again.
1 second.
One.
I don't think I've heard of that guy.
Suspicious Chocolate says Dubay is $1.20 soaking wet.
I don't really pay attention to a lot of these flat earthers, man, because, like, I think they're like shills, you know?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. I think Dubay could be taken out by Rachie 50s when she's asleep.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Snap. That's what she would do to him. Snap him in two. There you go. Little Wolf's Den says I'm $1.30. There you go. Little Wolf's Den could take out Dubay. Just a little like running like a clothesline, just take him out. That'd be it. Mr. Otterpants says, I'd pay to see Rachie fight Dubay in the octagon. Oh my god. Rachie is savage. She's pretty good. All right, what are you doing, Sifu Smo?
But here's the thing, like, I don't know who, like, do you debate these guys or, like, they...
Oh, no, Dubay and Dearth are both too scared to debate me.
So why are they, like...
Why are they what? You didn't finish your sentence. Why are they what? Why are Dubay and Dearth so scared of me? I don't know. I do know. They know that I would dismantle every single one of their arguments instantly, and they both can only survive in an environment where they're not challenged by somebody that knows their lies.
I mean, I highly doubt that.
Yeah, Dubay has never been in a debate, and Dearth runs from them. So he's been in a small number, but Dearth really focuses on trying to find people that are completely unequipped to deal with his lies. And as soon as he sniffs out that somebody is able to deal with their lies, he scampers off.
Got it.
All right. Are you wandering around the house there?
No, I was just grabbing some water and finishing my debate.
All right. Hi, Penguin. How are you, Penguin? Come here. Come here. Come on, Penguin. Come on, Penguin. All right. Here's Penguin, everybody. There she is. Good puppy. Thanks, Penguin. Well, look at the camera. You don't know what the camera is. There we go. Look at that. That's what a Schnauzer looks like. That's half Schnauzer, half Poodle. It doesn't matter. Like, you cut their hair in front of their eyeballs, and then 2 weeks later, they can't see again. But they don't care. She doesn't care that she can't. Gosh, Penguin. All right. All right. You took the earbuds out of my ears. Thank you. That's a good puppy. Good puppy. All right. All right. What's going on? Dion dropped out. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Jack Better says Twix. His accent morphs. It morphs over time. Inquisitive Infidel says mythological magical maps. Well, that's the thing. I think the first time that I debated Smo was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and he was going to send me the maps. He never sent me the maps. He never has the maps. Why does he never have the maps? Thank you. Thank you, puppy. You don't need to lick me. I don't need it. Oh, jeez. I've had a bit of gray duck. I've got to focus here. We got Icy Spin says, Smo, see what you see. And I can't put it up on screen, but it's an open parentheses and then a period and a closed parentheses and then a Y and then another open parentheses, period, closed parentheses. Good job. Good job, Icy Spin. Poor guy's a little lonely, I think. Dion and Icy Spin, both. Let's see. Hold on. I'm asking Dion where he went. Jim Daniels says maps can be faked. Just ask any treasure hunter. Yeah, faux shizzle. Stringfellow Hawk says, isn't it obvious the maps were written with invisible ink on the back of the Declaration of Independence? Just need to get Nicolas Cage and steal it. I love that movie. I love that movie. Inquisitive Infidel says every science correction is done with more science. That's a great point. When science has to be corrected, it's made something isn't quite right, isn't understand well enough, it's got some big sloppiness to it. More science is how you fix it. 100%. Riley Lifeson, Utah says, sounds like his third eye got tampered with in, is that a Korean flag? Oh no, that's Japanese flag. In Japan. His third eye got tampered with in Japan. Yep. Where do you go, Dion? I sent him a message on Facebook. He is no longer in the call here. I'm gonna do an after show. I'm not in the right state, so I'm just gonna open up a panel and people can do what they want. But the after show will automatically delist at the end. Icy Spin says, Smo, is gravity more dangerous G than 5G? I don't know. I don't know where he is, Dion. We can't even ask him. Alex Strand says, did Dion like Bugs Bunny? Was his favorite character Elmer Fudd? Half of the time he's got a little FUD going, and half the time he's got something else. I can't place it. Ow. I got it out. I had a splinter. You can't see it, but that's ow. That really hurt. Anyway, I was working in the garage last night. I got a nasty splinter in my hand. You can't probably see. I don't know if you can see. It's red right there, but the splinter actually just came out. Jack Better says, can Smo define shill? Not if he's not in the call anymore. Boston Concert says, I can't tell his accent if it's his accent or speech impediment. I think it's mostly Poe. I think it's mostly Poe is what it is. Shedsy said, this hurts. It wee hurts. Oh, Shedsy. Inquisitive Infidel for $5 says the accent is inconsistent. What's he think of the other planets? Are those the Romans he's talking about? How is it that he thought that both Copernicus and Aristotle were Roman? Oh my gosh. Randy Leahy, I love this. Randy Leahy says, I offered my friend a bratwurst at my barbecue today, forgetting he's Jewish. He didn't skip a beat. He sighed and said, my biggest dilemma, free pork. Oh my gosh. Just laying into the double stereotype there. Oh my gosh. Beaver sniffing. That's probably the best. Probably the best name I've seen. Says, I was dying to ask where he thinks the GP of the South Celestial Pole is. If he returns, please ask him. Okay, I will. I'll ask him. But I don't know where he went. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap up I'm gonna wrap up this one, and then I'll open up the panel for the entire stream. The entire stream. For anybody who wants to join. And while that's happening, I'm gonna once a bunch of people get in, I'm gonna run off to the bathroom because I got to do that anyway. Anyway, do you know who's back? You know who's back? It's Austin Whitsitt. He has returned both yesterday and not yesterday. 2 days ago, Sunday night and today. Yeah, so 2 days ago and today, he's been on the Earth Awakenings Discord server. So today, he was on there for quite a while. A whole bunch of people messaged me. Thank you for that. Thank you for telling me. Saying that he's back. And like he's on the EA server and stuff. And so maybe his mom said, hey, it's okay, you could get on. Or maybe he was just in his car away from home. I don't know where he lives. I think he lives with his parents. So Max says, Whitsitt is my spirit animal. Anyway, because of that, to celebrate the return, potentially, of the Whitsitt, this is what we get as our outro.
I'm Nathan Thompson, Joe Biden. Oh, and the earth is flat. This dude thinks the earth is flat for me. Blah, 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 brain coach. Oh, the battery's dead. Oh, bro, like you. Hey, bro, where are my AirPods? I was like, bro, no, bro. And I'm like, what, bro? Like, I'm like, bro, cool story, bro. So I'm like, wow, I literally never saw the dude not drunk, bro. Like, literally ever, okay? It's like, dude, I gave it to you, bro. Get an F in life, bro. Hey, bro, cry me a river, bro. Oh, wow. Are you what a psycho, bro? Ha ha, later, bro. Hello, what a psycho, bro. He said, have a nice, bro. I said, I'll pray for you, bro. Shut the F up, bro. You He's but bro, what a weirdo. I don't call the cops. They wear pentagrams on their chest. They can only have 105 IQ. I'm not a big fan. Hey bro, Austin's such an idiot. I'm like, what? Because I got kicked off about right. What are you kidding me, bro? You know, bouncing golf balls on hammers and juggling. It takes a little SpongeBob doll starts hitting it. What? Bob is like the OG, bro. What a loser. You going too deep, bro, dude. This is the surface, bro, dude. Like, that's not okay, bro. This doesn't add up. It's a bad look for the flat earth. I will press charges, bro. Don't make me do this, bro. The bromance is over. You much left, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know
How
what
you
I'm
feeling,
saying?
Tim?
Like, bro. Oh, I'm Nathan Thompson. Like, bro, like, calm down, bro. Like, all right, I'm getting bombs all over my stomach, bro. Like, they were smashing me, bro. They were feasting. That is his identity, bro. I'm Nathan Thompson. I'm effing Nathan Thompson. I am flat earth. I'm the best flat earth actress
Dude, that guy,
ever. Flat earth. There's nothing without me. What a cool story, bro. He was in prison for literally nothing,
I don't think
bro.
he knows
You know
what
I'm saying?
shield
I'm
means.
like at 10 tanks, bro. I'm not exaggerating.
They can't
Like, cool
all be
story, bro.
shields.
When you see the rainbow in entirety and completion, it's physical, literal evidence that the firm is still there. Rest assured, the earth's not about to flood. bro, you're good, but please stop talking crazy in the checks. I will continue to expose you. Like I said, the clip is only half empty, bro. Geo, bro, like love me, bro, like love me. I gave Geo the first bone he's ever had. Just get out, just leave, bro, no one cares. Memorize alternative things, Mr. Brain Train, Mr. Smart Genius. Guy flew out to LA and put on a duck suit and stacked toilet paper, saying it was gonna go to the moon, bro. Purposely it misspelled the most important word, bro, to shut, bro. It doesn't add up, bro. Something doesn't add up. Something's fishy here, bro. Yeah, whenever I was like, dude, if you don't stop, go crazy, I'm gonna have to fight. He would just take off all his clothes, bro. Like, what a weirdo. Thanks for much love. I need a safe word. Keep taking that higher road, bro. It'll come back to you. I'm honestly feels disgusting and filthy. I feel like I need to take a shower.